Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to go over a couple of things in this video. Modern Warfare 2, I know the excitement level is kind of all over the place. Some people are really excited for it. Some people not so much. Some people are just happy it's coming to Steam. Some people are going to wait for it to hit Xbox Game Pass. But I do want to give a note on that coming from Charlie Intel, so we'll talk about that. Valve looks like they have a lot of games in development. That's what the devs are saying, so we'll talk about that. And unfortunately, we have some news about the free-to-play title in Splitgate that is somewhat positive, but mostly not great. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, as noted on Charlie Intel's Twitter page, for those purchasing Modern Warfare 2 on Steam, you only need a mobile number associated with your Steam account and an Activision ID, not a Battle.net ID account to play. In addition, connect your Steam to your Activision ID to get the pre-order bonuses in Warzone or Vanguard. Honestly, for like multiplayer games, it would be nice if we could go back to the days of just, you know, turning on a game and then you could just jump into multiplayer. Now you gotta go through the Activision ID and everything like that. But at the very least, it's not like one of those situations where like COD MW2 would like launch, or you could buy it on Steam and then it would launch the Battle.net page and then it would just download on Battle.net and then you could play it through there, like what EA does with their games, which is kind of annoying. Ubisoft as well. If you have Ubisoft games on Steam, they go through Uplay. In the case with Modern Warfare 2, it looks like you'll just be good to go and you'll be able to play it right that way. I'm personally cautiously optimistic towards this game. Like, I want Modern Warfare 2 to be good. I thought Modern Warfare, the last one, was pretty good. And it's nice to see it back on Steam. $70 is super pricey, but if you're a super Call of Duty person, like if you love Call of Duty and it's like a game that you'll play for like a year until the next one comes out, like, you know, you're gonna get your money's worth out of it. It's just $70 for a game is always gonna sting a little bit. I'm not really digging the gimmicks that they're going with you know, incentivizing people to pre-order. Early access to the open beta starting September 22nd. Okay, that's fine. Like, pre-order to get access to the beta, that's a thing that's typically done. Play the campaign up to a week early. Another one of those situations where it's like, buy the deluxe edition and you have to play the game 3 days early. No, you're just locking it away from people that either aren't pre-ordering it or, you know, or they're buying it day one. At the very least, it's not like it's a play the campaign up to a week early if you buy like the Vault Edition, which is $100 versus $70. So hey, credit to them for that. It's just pre-ordering the game will get you access to the campaign when the campaign is finished. Let's just put it that way. I know they like to call it up to a week early. Bro, like, you guys know how this thing works. If you purchase the Vault Edition, again, campaign a week early access to the open beta, Red Team 141 Operator Pack, 4 operators, a first ever Weapon Vault, and Battle Pass Season 1, and 50 tier skips as well. So, take that for what you will. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is dropping at the end of October, which I feel like Call of Duty usually comes out in November, so October seems kind of interesting. Did Vanguard come out in October? I don't know, I don't remember. I think Vanguard was a November title, but, you know, I barely can remember what I ate for breakfast. I can't remember what's going on a year ago from now. Alright, moving on from that. Man, Valve, everybody loves Valve. Everybody loves Valve games. Half-Life, Portal, Left 4 Dead, some of the most iconic PC games of all time, and iconic games in general, but it sometimes leaves a lot to be desired with Valve and developing new games. Half-Life Alyx, for a lot of people, was awesome, but in a recent interview with Famitsu, Valve's Greg Coomer confirms that more Half-Life games are on the way, and that new mystery titles are currently in the works behind Valve's corridors, noting, quote, "We're not stopping making games at all. Valve has a lot of games in development. We will continue to release games. Game development is very important to Valve. I don't know the exact numbers, but the percentage of employees involved in game development is high. A lot of people are involved." The short answer is yes, there's more to say about the Half-Life world. Alyx is a sign that Valve has more to say about the world. And also, as far as Portal, they would like to make another Portal someday, and the world deserves further exploration. I am convinced that if Half-Life 3 one day gets announced, the hype in that game would be something that completely blows away, like, from the gaming bubble, just because Half-Life 3 has turned into a meme that people reference in other entertainment mediums or other mediums in general. Like, X's Half-Life 3 of this industry. Like, that's how far Half-Life 3 has gone, in that it's this holy grail or this unicorn that's never gonna happen. And then if the holy grail is actually obtainable, well, you know, batten down the hatches, because I think it'll be literally one of the biggest video games of all time. Like, I don't know if it'll reach, like, Rockstar, Grand Theft Auto tier levels of that, but I think it would be very, very big. And, you know, I would think just in the notion of, like, you didn't even have to be a Half-Life fan, and you know about Half-Life 3. Like, I bet I could talk to any one of my casual gamer friends, and if I said Half-Life 3, they would at least have heard of it. And then if it actually got announced, if you just got, like, a teaser trailer or something, yeah, like, gaming world explodes at that point. And again, I think it would be one of the biggest video games of all time. Maybe that's, you know, pushing the cart a little bit before the horse, but that's what I personally feel. I just feel like Half-Life is that... I feel like Half-Life is a big IP, but Half-Life 3 in particular, it's already kind of, just gone outside of the video game bubble, the gaming world bubble, so that's my 2 cents on that. I would love to see a Left 4 Dead 3. Left 4 Dead is a game that I sunk so much time into, and Portal is pretty cool, and I'm not into, like, Portal like that, but I thought Portal was a really well-made game. Lastly, I do want to give you guys a heads up on the free-to-play title in Splitgate. Splitgate, if you don't know, speaking of Portal, it's a fast-paced first-person shooter. A lot of people said it was like Halo crossed with Portal. It was a pretty interesting game, and unfortunately, it looks like the 1047 development studio is going to be moving on to a different game. After careful consideration and much deliberation, the 1047 games team has determined that in order to build the game fans deserve, and to build it in a way that isn't trying to retrofit and live operate an existing product, we are ending future development of Splitgate, returning our attention away from iterative, smaller updates, and going all in to focus on a new game in the Splitgate universe, which will present revolutionary, not evolutionary, changes to our game. It'll be a shooter, it'll have portals, and it will be built in Unreal Engine 5.0, and it will be free. We understand that many of you will be disappointed and have a lot of questions. We want to be clear that Splitgate will remain online, as will your items and progression. In fact, we will roll out a new battle pass on September the 15th, and it will be free to everyone, and thank you for playing Splitgate. Game support will continue, and there will be smaller updates and fixes to Splitgate, but the bulk of our focus will be on an entirely new shooter that we can't wait to share with you. So, Splitgate was a super well-received game. Like, I think if you go on Steam, that game has like north of 100,000 user reviews or something like that. Yeah, 105,000 Steam user reviews, 91% positive, and the game came out a couple years ago, early 2019, and back then, I remember when this game initially was coming out, like, a lot of people were talking about it. Like, yeah, it obviously hasn't retained that level of buzz, but it always had a cool premise to it, and hopefully, if they are, because they're moving forward with a bigger studio. When this game initially came to fruition, it was done by a small team, and then they brought more people on based on the success of the game. And unfortunately, when you're building upon something that the foundation probably has some issues to, they probably realized it would be better to start something new, but retaining some of the core features. That's what I assume they're going to be doing, like keeping the same style, the same vibe, but starting fresh as well. So, unfortunate news, but it'll still remain live. You'll still be able to play it, and there will be smaller updates with minor fixes coming out. And Battle Pass, the next Battle Pass on September 15th will be free. But that is going to do it for me. Again, let me know your excitement level for Modern Warfare 2. Like, is $70 too much for you? And is that a bit of a push away? But at the very least, you won't have to go through Battle.net, so that's nice. Valve has a lot of games in development as devs are ramping up projects, and Splitgate, unfortunately, they are going to be moving on to full development of a new game. It will be a free-to-play title. Hopefully, it turns out well. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.